Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. We're here live in Chile, Santiago. We've woken up to an interesting event here. Well, not here in Santiago, but in the world, where the United States has attacked Iran and killed somebody of high importance in Iran. So we're going to be talking about that and what the effect is on the price today, and also we're going to do our questions and answers for the evening, with Inti checking out the what's it called, chat group. Say hi, Inti, to everybody.
Hello, everyone.
He's got himself a mic right now, so let's test out. Tell us how you can hear him. Can you hear Inti very well?
Hello, people. Can
Say,
you hear me? Does it sound good? It sounds like crap. You told me.
all right, so yeah, let's hopefully his sound is perfect. Happy New Year's, everybody. It's 2020. The world didn't end, and we're gonna go forward and see a bright new future thanks to Bitcoin. And we're going to, yeah, you know what? Might as well look at some gold and silver prices as well. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to today's show. Let's get started with my long-term projection. You know what? I have this chart I want to show you, and I'm very embarrassed by it. And I'm not embarrassed because of something wrong on the chart. I'm embarrassed because I can't explain what I thought. What was I thinking here? Because I've had this chart for like weeks, 2 months now. I had this drawn out, this whole thing, and this break line here drawn out. Now that we're close to it, I can't remember why I did this, and maybe I talked about it in the video, and I just don't remember. But if anybody does, thanks. Please let me know. But anyways, here I have this date here where I'm projecting Bitcoin's going to turn, right? And look, we're only like 1, 2, 3 weeks away from this turn here, and I can't tell you why I had this projection. But here's the thing, right? We're consolidating through time, and if we break this trend line through time on a weekly basis, and we close out here, above the 7200, above this line, yeah, it's moon boy time, moon boy celebration time, boy. This is really, really good, and I'm really excited about Bitcoin breaking out here. I mean, if it dumps down, of course, well, that's not good at all. But but yeah, I'm really happy to see Bitcoin is consolidating this way. And I noticed that if we take a look at some of my trades, hang on, right here. I wish we could have gotten into this short trade. We didn't get into the short trade, but look where the short trade target was. It was right where the turn is. And I was thinking, like, when I got bullish on Crypto show, I was like, damn, you know what? My bullish strategy will work out if we just go long the 61.8. And you're like, well, so Davinci, did you go through long 61.8? You know what? Last night, I probably would have if I wasn't doing this. Coming up with bench 32 SegWit address support on Pandora's Wallet. I mean, it can only have my concentration in one place at the time. So, what can I do? Yeah, I would have loved to trade this. I would have went a blind 61.8. Let's see, what would I have done? I would have probably done this. Gone long 61.8, 78.6 as the stop loss, just a bit below it, because you know how they do. But you know what? The good thing is, right? Bitcoin loves to do FU moves. There might be one more FU move out of this thing, where Bitcoin goes, hey, you know what? I want to get rid of all the longs here, and yeah, you could have just done a 2-to-1, I guess, here, and would you've been, yeah, I think you're probably going to get paid just on a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. If you tighten this up a little bit to the 78.6, it's definitely, you've already got paid. Yeah, there it is. You're already paid. So there it is. I mean, there's that, the Mountain Man, which is the 61.8 level, right? Brian Beamish of the Rational Investor, he would call this level the Mountain Man level because there's a trader, right, that they nicknamed a Mountain Man, and he always gets paid, right? That's what they say. Mountain Man always gets paid because he always only trades the 61.8. That's it. He doesn't trade anything else. He has all these crazy indicators. All of that is off on his pages. He only has candles and the 61.8, and that's it. There is no, he doesn't even have the 78.6. He doesn't have any other markings, just the 61.8, and that's it. And he makes a ton of money just trading that. I find it difficult to do that because I need more reasons than just 61.8, but hey, works for him, all the better. So anyways, yeah. So you know what? I'm going to take a snapshot of this, right, and throw that into the chat group if you guys are interested in looking at this thing further. Right here. There we go. Control V. Alrighty. Well, so what do you think, Inti? What do you think about the current trade today? What do you think is going to happen with Bitcoins? Because you took the classes, you know this stuff. What do you think is best?
Whoa. Okay, all right. Let me put a chart. Let me put a chart.
Okay. You're gonna pull up a chart. All right. So whilst you're pulling up a chart, right? You have to know that everybody, we know what's going on, right? The U.S. has killed a top general with an airstrike, probably a drone strike, right? Bitcoin oil rallies, the same with gold and silver, I think. We're going to take a look at some price charts of that too. It's a big thing. Hopefully it doesn't start off World War III.
Oh.
As some people were saying. And let's take a look at the gold market here.
Well, at least with Bitcoin, I see some divergence in the MACD.
Divergence on what level? Let me just see. I can bring mine up, and I'm gonna erase all this stuff
just after the pump.
And what time frame?
I'm in the 5 minutes.
You're in the 5 minute.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus Christ. Bad in tea. I should.
That's great for trading, for day trading, right?
Yeah.
I need something for the youth out there who are are not day traders. Are not going to be sitting at their computer 24/7.
They have better stuff to do, I bet.
Exactly. The 5 minutes pretty brutal.
Yeah.
So
it's really crazy, man.
Well, the point is, right, we could say on the 4 hour, right, which is where somebody who's doing swing tradings would look at. You can see that we're above the 13 EMA. Things are looking good, right? Bitcoin is probably going to shoot higher. You have to, if you're going to trade this, I would suggest at this point, it's a very dangerous trade because you're late to the party. Right, so consider that you could take losses here. Yeah,
I see good location for a short, but you will like to see more signals in the indicators. For example,
yeah, that's a short probably on a short term what's a short term time frame?
No. For our chart, you could short it if you see more signals because you will need some more important divergence of the MACD because it's not relevant enough in my opinion.
True. But the thing is, right? Once what this is called is a fast move. A failed move equals a fast move in the opposite direction, and generally when that happens, it's very powerful, and we might have a continuation uptrend. Doesn't always happen, right? I mean, you see, it happened here, right? We continued up from this last time from the last local low. Right, which was 6,420, and then we went all the way up to 7,476, and we we went sideways, and then we went higher all the way to 76.91. Now, remember what I've said, right? There was somebody down here before. What I said was somebody's down here ready to buy bitcoins, and if they bought a bunch of bitcoins and then turn the market around, they still have another window of opportunity to buy, and that was between this level here, between the 61.8 and 78.6. The best thing for him to do was to defend the 61.8. He did that. You could see that. That's what happened. He defended the 61.8, and the market just bounced. So with that said, what's going to happen next, probably going to happen next, is that people are going to go, wait a second, he's serious, man. I'm gonna get rid of my shorts and go the other way, especially since we have a bunch of longs going higher. Now, be careful, because Bitcoin loves FU moves. So the best thing I suggest you do is to wait for. In this particular case, this is not one of my trading strategies. It usually works on a short, but since we have like a powerful movement here happening, and the news is like positive towards Bitcoin, we could probably get in at the 23.6 percent, and do a stop loss at the 38.2 on the 4 hour, and you can see that it stays above the 13 EMA, which is positive, and which is good for you to take. And yeah, we can do like a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio to see if we can like pop off a little luck here. Now, if let's just do some fibs analysis so that we can ensure that this is not too high. Yeah, we have a small problem, right, with the 61.8 being almost tagged from the bottom, this local bottom of 6,800, right, which was tagged, and then we moved away from really fast. So, yeah, there's not much room to grow. The 78.6, yeah, most likely going to be tagged, but this is a high risk trade. I would be careful I would not risk more than $50 or nothing like substantial if you're going to take this trade to pop off a 3-to-1. And remember, you could take profits here if I'm correct. You could take profits at this point, at this level, the 7,400 level, and let it ride. See if it continues up, and if I'm correct. But I'm very bullish going into to the next little while. But the problem is, I think Inti's right. This thing's setting up for a short and sometime soon. That's why I'm telling you to take profits here, because we'll most likely roll over sometime soon if we break through the 61.8. All right, let's take a closer look at gold. All right, what's going on, gold? What are you saying? You saying killing somebody in Iran is bad?
Okay. I know they ain't commenting anything about it.
Yeah, gold has not broken into a new high, right? Because you know the saying, "Show me a new high, and I'll show you a buy." So yeah, it wants to do that. We've got a weekly Davo breaking out here. This is like very powerful signal. Oh my God, yeah. Weekly Davos are very powerful. Yeah, you could say that there's like some shorts here, but they're not that great because they're below the 13 EMA, and so yeah, it's you have to like with the Davos, you have to like do a little bit of analysis and say, okay, wait a second, if it's above the 13 EMA and there's a Davos short, yeah, maybe I could take it. Right, but if it's below the 13 EMA, which you can see a double short here, but then yeah, no, maybe it's not a good idea to take it. But the dabble long kind of fired above it, and it's kind of dangerous to take it because it's above the 13 EMA. So that's a neutral kind of thing because it broke into the 13 above the 13 EMA, and you can see we went higher on this weekly scale. So it could work out very well if we were in this trade. The way the dabble works is that you'd have to start at the candle here, and you would have to set it to the local low, and which right here, and then take a 2-to-1 on that, which would bring you into the 1666 level. Oh wow, that's interesting. That's very interesting. The market loves to do the 666, right? Just for fun, just to piss people off. So I think that this trade on gold looks pretty decent actually on the weekly. So I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, gold actually tends to do well in January. So yeah, let's see what happens. Maybe this trade does work out. Wow, that's cool. Well, you know what? Gold and Bitcoin are not the only thing that's moving. You can see Zcash has moved like crazy here. Let's zoom in on this. You can see Zec, which is what's it called? Zero. What's it called? I think it's oh my God! Did I forget the name of this coin? It's ZEC is zero. Jesus, can't believe it. Zcash. Jesus, I knew I was thinking zero knowledge proofs, but yeah, Zcash, which is zero knowledge proofs, but yeah, it looks like Zcash. Oops, what the heck? Oh darn! My session expired. That's all right. Zcash is popping off, and yeah. So I bet you a lot of other altcoins are doing very well, and I think we're going to see in the future, right? Return of the altcoins this year. This will be the year of the altcoins. All of them are going to be coming back to attack Bitcoin. Yeah. All right. So, anyways, moving right along. Other news. Somebody says, okay, yeah, for their prediction for the 2020 Bitcoin at 50K. Is it possible? Sure. Is it likely? Probably not. There's just too much headroom, and Bitcoin normally doesn't do all-time highs before the halving. But what I can predict for you guys is that we might get close to the all-time high, or do something crazy where Bitcoin pumps into the halving, because right now we have industry players buying Bitcoin, and they want to make some more money. And so they do that by manipulating the public mostly. So they will probably sell the news like crazy. Hey, Bitcoin's happening. It's gonna cause the price to go crazy because you know what? There's gonna be so much less liquidity and so forth, and you're gonna see them doing charts and look at how much less there is coming into the market and all that kind of stuff on television and just going crazy. And I think Bitcoin might pump into that event heavily. Alrighty, so with that said, let's go on to news about Anarchapulco. I'm going to be going there. I'm going to be there for I think I'll be arriving on the 10th, and if you guys are interested in some free tickets, I offered some free tickets to anyone who just places a comment on this video, not this one, this video. If you head over to this video and you place a comment and you put evolve in your comment section, I will be doing a raffle draw for Monday on who will be the winner of those 2 tickets for this event. So you will be able to be one of the 2 people who could, you and somebody else could be joining us in Acapulco. and having some drinks and drinking some Mai Tais and pina coladas on the beach. That'd be awesome. Also, notice that there's a $50 discount on the Rational Investor. If you guys want to learn how to trade, right, this is where you go. Don't you think, Inti? Because you took the course, didn't you? How do you feel? How do you feel about that course
I,
and the Rational Investor?
I feel awesome about the course. Of course, I cannot show people what I know yet because I just finished level 1. I got all the basics. Brian is a great teacher. They teach you a lot of things that you usually, I don't know how to call it, like they told you, like you see on YouTube videos or in Davinci's analysis, but when you go deeper on it, no, it's extremely exciting.
Exactly.
I mean, there is one of the best courses out there. And sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Yeah. So I liked it. I learned a lot, and one of the things you learn, right, is patience. And Inti, don't you think you've learned that patience because you spend a lot of times, like 8 hours a day, just staring at the markets, trying to find a paper trade, right? So they can practice a trade. And one of the things you have to learn how to do is like look. You'll eventually be able to look at the markets like this and see the 61.8 and the 78.6 without even drawing the lines. And so once you get to that point, you know you have mastered this the trading methodologies, the technical analysis, basically. So yeah, but you know what? It takes time and it takes education. Do not run out and click on my Bybit link and then start trading right without knowing how to trade, because that will lead you down the wrong path, the path to the dark side.
What they also teach you that is extremely positive is that they look what kind of trader or investor you are, because the rational investor goes from is between fundamental analysis and technical analysis. They merge both. And they always try to look what kind of trader or investor you are. Do you like to be a day trader? Do you like swing trades? Do you like long-term investings? And they teach you all the strategies and they teach you all the tools you need to know and perform as an investor or a trader.
Exactly. So yeah, I've been working on Pandora's Wallet. I've been not working on trading as much as I'd like to, but I'd prefer programming anyways. You know what? I was up in order to do this particular piece of code here for Blanche 32. I was up until like 1 a.m. last night, and actually I prefer doing that than trading actually. And so yeah, that's why I don't have a lot of trades. I prefer the little old lady strategy because I could spend less time analyzing the market and more time doing the things that I like to do. And if you're interested in doing and learning the little old lady strategy, I have some old videos, which I know they're old, at davincicodes.net/videos. Right. If you head over here, right, you click on more. All right, are we gonna go? Yes, we are. And go free videos. Right, you just log in with your email and you can get some free videos learning how to trade the little old lady strategy, which is so much easier. And I built this wallet because I'm so scared of leaving money, millions of dollars on the exchanges. They are so nasty now that I'm just like, I have to have this wallet in order to, like, I want to be able to trade the little old lady strategy and still be able to keep my currencies safe and sound on me. So this is why I've built this wallet. And so also, if you're interested in getting this wallet and coming to Anarchapulco at the same time, you could actually win 2 free tickets to Anarchapulco. I will be giving away 2 tickets to people who are in my Telegram group for Pandora's Wallet subscribers. So once you subscribe, if you already are a subscriber, email us at info@davincicodes.net and we will add you to with if you have to provide us with your, of course, your account name in Telegram. We'll add you to our private Telegram group. There's only 40 people there so far, so your chances of winning the tickets are pretty good. So if you haven't already done so, and you are Pandora's Wallet subscriber, please email us your Telegram handle, and we will get you into that private group where we give you tips on which coins to buy, how to do some trades and stuff like that in that private group. So yeah, if you're interested in that private group, that's one way to get into that group is to subscribe to Pandora's Wallet. We are working hard on that. As you can see, you saw the code that I'm going to be trying to support Blanche 32 addresses. What is that? That's just another type of address for SegWit. Basically, it makes it makes your sending coins to another person a lot less smaller, and then of course reducing your transaction fees. And so yeah, that's all that was. So don't worry about it. Okay, with that said, I'm going to be talking about, we're going to get into the questions and answers, but I wanted to mention Bittrex. Oh my God.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know. They're still bothering me. They don't believe, they want me to prove that I was mining. They want me to prove that I had these coins, like the 25 coins that I deposited on their account. And I'm like, you know what? The rest of the money just came from you guys. So, like, let it go. Let it go. Right? I mean, it's just ridiculous. But, you know, that's just the way it is, right? I don't know what to do. One other thing I'd like everybody to do as a favor to me, because I get the feeling that the scammers are going to get away. Scammers get away with scamming because, you know, no one points them out. No one gets to they do their best to basically remove all scams they are connected to from the internet. And the first thing I did when I did research into these guys is check to see if there's anybody talking about badly about the people involved in any kind of project. That's the first thing I do. So if their name and scam comes up together, they're done, pretty much. They have to explain themselves why that is, and if they don't explain it, then they're explain it well, and I don't agree with them, then they're done. So if you don't mind, right, on these videos, if you can mention the person's name who defrauded me, posted up somewhere on a Twitter page, right, with the link with this video and his first and last name. The reason why is because he sent a privacy warning to me, so I had to remove his name and remove his photo, his image. And believe it or not, YouTube's policy on this is that it doesn't matter if Donald Trump comes and messages you on their video and says, hey, you know what, you got my face on your video and you've got my name on my full name on the video, you have to remove it. But the rule is that the individual person himself, so let's just say Donald Trump doesn't like you putting himself on the on your video, right? He himself has to send in the complaint, not somebody in his administration, for them to send a warning towards your video. So it's very broad, it's very open. It's just that the individual himself has to make the complaint, and once they do, you have to remove them from your video as a matter of policy with YouTube. So if you click on the videos, you'll see here that I've blurred out quite a bit. There's I did use the blur tool, and hang on, it's not on this video, but this video I had to use the blur tool in order to blur everybody out, because They didn't tell me who uh, provided the privacy claim. So in order to be on the safe side, I blurred everybody out and I removed everybody's last names. And so if you could just put their first and last names and tweet it out with the links of this videos, you know what, that'd be appreciated. Say, even if you want, you don't have to mention scam or anything like that, because I think their video says it all for you. Just the two links, and that would be great. The first and last name of Christopher here, and on your link, your tweet, or post it in Reddit or something like that, so that these guys do not get away with it and screwing over people over again. Because I'm sure a lot of influencers, they do the same thing that I do. They just do a search on the internet. Hey, who are these guys? What are they've done in the past? And are they have they cheated people? And so we don't want them to do that, to get away with cheating another group of people ever again. So please, help out your future investors by doing so. All right, let's get on to the questions and answers, because it's been like quite a long video.
Yes, sir. Okay, so this is from Alex Crypto. That I own him this question because last time I couldn't, and I promised. From 1981 to 2001, gold had a great bear market. Price kept going down for 20 years. What was the reason? And do you think that this can happen to Bitcoin?
Oh, that's an awesome question.
That's an awesome question.
Yes, I love it, because you know what? Everybody who invests in the traditional markets will tell you what I'm about to tell you. They will say this is false, this is a lie, but there's plenty of evidence of this. That now that they would have told you. Let me just correct that. They would have told you this was a lie until the evidence has now been proven to be true. It's been manipulated from 1980 on. Gold and silver have been manipulated down, and you could tell that this was the doing of the Fed, because the Federal Reserve, Paul Volcker, who wrestled inflation down to the ground with 30% interest rates. He said when he was leaving his office and handing it over to Greenspan, that they would have an easier time controlling the inflation expectations if they controlled the price of gold. So, obviously, you think they're going to do that? Yes. Obviously, they're going to control the price of gold, because it's a canary in the coal mine for paper money. Everybody and their mother knew this going in the 70s. And so they knew they had to control the price of gold. And so that's what they did. They got Bear Stearns and a few others, and Deutsche Bank, and quite a many banks to manage the price through several different means. Greenspan came up with an interesting method as well, called gold leasing. Basically, what that is, if you lease a car, right? The car, you can drive it, but it's not yours. So what does that mean in accounting? Because that's the most important thing. You can say, well, hey, I've got this nice car, I'm feeling really great. Who cares if it's not in my name, right? Yeah, that's true. But on the paperwork, right? So when you see the balance sheet of the automotive company that you leased the car from, that car is still on their balance sheet as they own it. So it belongs to them. It's an asset on their balance sheet, and it remains an asset on their balance sheet, even though it's leased out to somebody else. The same applies with gold leasing. So, for example, the United States government can lease out all the gold that they own, but and then give it to that person, but it remains on their balance sheet as theirs. So this way, they can say Fort Knox is full of gold when it's empty. See what I'm saying? Alrighty, next question.
All right. This is also about gold. What is from Mario Casanova? What is your opinion about it as an asset?
I think gold is not going to go away. The older generation is still here, and they're going to be here for a while, and they're not going to let go of their gold. And they'd be 100% right on that, because gold has been money for 5,000 years, and that's not going to change just because we invented Bitcoin. Bitcoin has one small problem. We could say it's perfect, but it's not. It has a small problem that it requires worldwide communication. Doesn't require. Notice I didn't say the internet. Notice that? I did not say that. It does not require the internet. It requires worldwide communication. Right?
What have you said? How will not
It requires worldwide communication, not the internet. Just requires you to be able to communicate in order for it to function, because it's just a mathematical algorithm behind it. And you just have to be able to work out, even if you work out the mathematical principles on a piece of paper with no computers, as long as you can communicate that information to everyone else around the world, it will still continue to function. Failure of worldwide communications means the failure of Bitcoin. Plain and simple. With gold, that doesn't quite, it's not the same, right? Failure of worldwide communications doesn't cease the value of gold, destroying the value of gold exactly. There's a little bit of caveat to that. Not exactly. Because the problem is, if one area has a bunch of gold and another area does have no gold, the area with a bunch of gold may realize that gold has no value, because of that, in that local group of group of people. Well, there's so much gold here. Well, why would we have that as value? And then in the group where there's absolutely no gold or very little, they'd be like, oh, well, there's only 1 or 2 ounces here, so how could we use this as value? So that becomes the issue when there's no communications, worldwide communications, and you have gold. It's very difficult to value it too, as well. But in an area where there's a medium level of gold, yes, it's probably going to have some sort of value. Same with silver. It all depends, basically. Everything depends, right? But these are like super tail risks, right? I mean, like oh my god, apocalyptic time tail risk. So let's move those tail risks out and focus on whether or not gold's going to go away, assuming that no tail risks occurs. And no, gold's not going away. Same with Bitcoin. So yeah, hold your gold, hold your Bitcoins. Let's head to the moon. All right, next question.
Next question. So this is from Lex4 and asks, precious metals and oil are rising because of the DAC. Will Bitcoin rise too?
Precious metals and oil are rising because of the debt? What?
Precious metals and oil are rising because of the DAC. Will Bitcoin rise too?
It just did. It went up like 7%, right? I don't think it 100% went up because of the attack, but it's hard to say, because you know what, there was people who saw this coming and probably traded it accordingly, because like the what's it called, yesterday when I saw the dip, I said we've got a reversal trade coming here. I saw it. I thought Inti saw it too, but he actually was looking for a short, but I couldn't like drop some diagrams and stuff like that because I was so busy coding, so I didn't get a chance to like really see if where there was a trade on that one. But it was pretty much written in the TA that that we were going to get a reversal, and I think that was just mainly because uh, uh, players, a lot of players in the government knew this was coming down, and they were probably trading accordingly. So you can see that probably in gold. You can see that in the weekly in the gold. So yeah, yeah. So there we go. Next question.
Next question. I cannot read his name because it's in Russian,
Okay.
but he asked, "Will Bitcoin do? Excuse me. What will Bitcoin do during its fifth global recession if it happens?"
What will Bitcoin do when the recession? I think Bitcoin initially will take a hit with gold and silver only because the dollar, people will rush to the dollar, right? And what will happen is a lot of things will go down in dollars, and they have to sell. People will lose because a lot of people have bets and debts in dollars, right? So let's just say you go leverage long on stocks, and then everything gets collapsed, and then you have to get margin called, and your Bitcoin is like really really high, and your gold's really high. Well, you have to sell the gold and Bitcoins in order to cover your margin call. So that's what's going to happen, right? And then, as the price drops, the people with cash, right, will go, ooh, discount city, and start buying it up again. And so, yeah, you'll see a short drop and then moon time after that. So, yeah, that's what I'm predicting for gold and Bitcoin in the next coming up recession, right? Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if people realize that all the paper markets, the people when people rush to real assets and they look at the paper markets and realize, wait a second, they don't have the actual gold, they don't have the actual Bitcoin. I'd like to see what the paper market price would look like. It's gonna be funny.
Hey, shout out to
Especially on
Crypto.
Bitcoin,
It's
because
chat right now.
what we're gonna see, right, is like the commodities exchange and the actual exchange prices and the commodity exchange prices diverge. They're gonna be like going in opposite directions, and be like, how? Yeah, it's because if you realize that you own paper, and you don't own the real stuff, you're gonna sell the paper to get the real stuff. All right, next question.
All right, this is from Crypto Investitor. Oh, Crypto is on the chat, so hello.
Hey, Crypto, smash up the likes. He says, like, yeah, I've got no likes, getting no love at all, man. So hit me up some likes, man. There's 500 people here watching this show. Can I get a like from each and every one of you, please? All right, thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, next question.
This is a fun one. This is from Crypto Investitor. He asked, to make a decentralized software, does require to know a lot of mathematics?
Not really. You can.
You didn't expect that, right?
Yeah, you can get. First off, you just have to have the understanding of how decentralized systems work and a general idea, and then the mathematics you can always just copy and paste, right? Because it's already been done. You just have to understand the workings of it, why it works, a general understanding of why it works, and then just use it. You don't have to understand it. So don't worry about it if you're not a math genius. Next question.
Next question. Ark Anthony Lucky, is there a proposed feature for Bitcoin that will make the adoption faster?
There's no proposed feature on the horizon that will make the adoption faster. Is that the question? Answer you want if that's the question you're looking for, and the reason why is because we're still developing out the protocol, and yeah, so there's no killer app on top of our current Bitcoin system that will push adoption. What will push adoption is some sort of friendly. Hey, you know what? This app allows me to communicate with this person and do this and do that, and also earn money doing it. So yeah, that'd be cool. Um, that's the app that I'm looking for that will push a mass adoption. Oh, thank you for the $5 donation. Bitcoin is non-government money in digital form. Yes, that's true. I love that, and I love my non-government money in digital form.
So, this is from Somi.
Mhm.
And ask, hi Dab, I'm thinking of purchasing a lot of EDH here. Is it wise to exit at 61.8 or a 50% retracement from all-time high to low around about 2 to 3x? Thanks, please help. I'm going to buy next week.
Yeah, I think that I think ETH is a good buy. I think you should dollar cost average in because you don't know what the price is going to do. And also with that, I would take the gamble of using the maker down, right? And get some more like borrow against your ether, but always make sure you don't go more than 33% leverage on your ETH. So that means buy up a bunch of ETH. Like if you buy like 3 ethers, right? You borrow back one ETH worth of, like, let's say it's Ether is at $150. I don't know what it is right now, but let's say it's $150. So you borrow $150. You lock up 3 ETH and you borrow $150 to buy 1 ETH again. And this way, you can hold that ETH. So you're now holding 4 ETH, and then you could use that extra ETH to cover. And if the price were to drop even further, just in case it were to happen, you could use that to cover any collateral, right? So that to help to support your collateral a little bit, that extra 1 ETH. But I think you won't need it basically. But that's a really 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 safe bet, I think, at this point. And if I have the time, I might do it myself. All right, so I hope that helped you. Okay, one last question.
One last question.
Oh, wait a second. Somebody said sent me $10. Thank you very much for those $10. As Matra 36. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. All right. Next question.
Okay, I'm looking one really good for the last one. We have like the most common question ever, or something about Pandora's Wallet. What we liked.
Pandora's Wallet, since
Okay.
I like Pandora's Wallet, and I'm working on it hard.
So Damson1000 asks, what is the big advantage of Pandora's Wallet comparing to the hardware wallets like Ledger, for example?
Ledger and hardware wallets are designed to, like, okay, I'm going to store my wallet. I'm going to hodl. So I'm going to keep my cryptocurrencies on this hardware key and just keep it there. And that's it. Every once in a while, I might need to take a little bit of cash, but basically that's all it's there for. So because you should try using these things, every single hardware wallet is a pain in the butt if you try to use it on a daily basis. You can. It's just you spend too much time fighting with it to get it to work. That is not worth using on a daily basis. Sure, it's worth for your HODL stack because it's really hardened. It's difficult, so that if you just put it away, there's no way somebody can like sneak in and grab the wallet and steal your bitcoins and then put it back. This is really hardened security system. Pandora's Wallet, right? Even though you could say, okay, well, no one could. A non-professional can't go into your computer and steal your money on Pandora's Wallet, but a programmer like me can do so. So that's the difference between a hardware wallet and Pandora's Wallet. Right? A programmer like me cannot steal your money from a hardware wallet. It's not completely impossible, but extremely difficult. So it's the best thing we've got going when you want to have hardened storage of your cold storage of your cryptocurrencies. If you want to trade, you have to there are some trade-offs. And so right now, as it is, without Pandora's Wallet, the trade-off is that you have to trust some jack who changes the rules every few seconds, right? To hold your coins. And they could say, you know what? I don't like you. I don't think you got this money legally. So we're gonna hold it and take it away from you. And so they could do that to you, right? Because they can, right? They have the ability. They have the coins. It's not your coins, and it's not your keys, not your coins, and you've given up the rights to your money once you give it to somebody else. And so that's your risk, right? When you're dealing with exchange. Now, if you move it away from the exchange, now what are your risks? You do have risks. You have to ensure that your computer doesn't get hacked, right? You have to protect your cryptocurrencies, not them. So yeah, which way is better? Well, you know what? I'm not going to say which one's better, right? Honestly, it's all up to you. Because let's just say you only have $1,000 worth of cryptocurrencies. Is it worthwhile to use Pandora's Wallet? Probably not. But if you've got a few $20,000 or $30,000, yeah, it probably is, right? So yeah, it's all up to you. Yeah, we're gonna be adding a couple more coins with Pandora's Wallet over the next few weeks. I think we're gonna at least get one. Yeah, I'm looking forward to adding those coins because you know what, I'm sick and tired of exchanges, man, just brutalizing me, just treating me like garbage, like I'm second-rate citizen. Just not right, ain't right. Anyways, well, I think that was the last question for the day. Thank you for watching my videos, and please hit the like and subscribe button. Right, this really helps the channel and helps me continue to promote more videos. I won't be doing any promotional videos unless I'm getting paid like up the wazoo, and it's not going to be. It's just going to be a commercial spot. So and so I will not be endorsing any of the products that I do a commercial spot for. But unless I'm using it myself, right? So yeah. Other than that, if I'm not using it myself, I'm just gonna do a commercial spot for it, and that's that.
Hey, Davinci, I got an idea.
What?
I got an idea.
What's that?
Since altcoins are starting to blow off, should we do a video about them? Don't you think?
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll do a video sometime soon about the altcoins, the altcoin season. I'm sure they're going crazy right now because of the attack, and you know they're hard assets. So hard assets get a bid in wartime. So yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching. It's been like almost an hour, and you haven't seen the video on how to use Pandora's Wallet. It should be popping up right about here. So check that out if you haven't seen it, and I'll talk to you guys Monday. Cheers.